Hey there, this is Jeff, and welcome back to No Plan, Just an Old Van. And wow, what a week! It's been a while since I did a video. I got tripod, a selfie stick, and video camera. Give me 1 minute. This shows you how much of an amateur I am. I want to make sure this is recording. I got it right. Anyways, my videos are going to be a little bit different, I guess, than the usual van ones. If you tune into them, hey, I got things to do. You're not going to see me open up a can of Dinty Moore or Chunky Soup or make a sandwich, because this is the way I'm eating right now. It's something simple and easy. But I'll get more sophisticated. But you see some of these van lifers chopping up vegetables, and that's not going to happen. Instead, I'll tell you all my other problems. Well, to begin with, if you haven't noticed, I got a haircut, maybe a little bit too short. Told the guy to leave an inch on top at the barber shop in town here at Quartzsite. That's an experience. And I was warned some time ago not to cut it less than an inch. But I said 1 inch, and it sticks up, and it's going to stick up for another couple of weeks. And it's windy anyways. And plus I shave now. But you know what? Shaving's a lot easier than dealing with a beard. Besides, in my family, we don't grow very good beards. You may have seen one of those Civil War pictures of a group standing around in front of one of those Civil War tents. You know, one of the very first pictures. And there was always a guy in there everyone has a beard except one guy. That would be my great-great-great-grandfather, probably. Anyways, let's get back to the news at hand, instead of just ranting. Monday, you may have seen some of the videos and stuff. We had 40-mile-an-hour winds, gust, and not just occasional gusts. I mean, just constantly. And you know, it knocked down, it tore the sleeve out of the tent, and I managed to fix it with some tie wraps, but it's not going to last. And it collapsed, and I was able to come in here and just pop the tent right up, and the water ran off. But Monday was windy as hell. Everybody stayed in, and as darkness came over, it started raining. But I was comfy. I had the heater. It was windy. I had the heater going. I had electricity going. Everything was fine. Watching Fallout on Prime, the second season. But anyways, then I get the signal on my computer screen. A weak signal. Then I look, and I don't have electricity. My power station, which is my Blue Eddy, works right there. It got wet or something because the tent collapsed on it. So that's when I came out, popped it open, unplugged everything, pulled it inside, put it next to the heater, and it started. It kicked out a few circuit breakers at first. I mean, internally. But I just kept on hitting the button, and it eventually started up. And the night went on. But that's what happens when we lose power out here. The lights don't go out because they're battery operated. I got a Ryobi spotlight thing. And when the power goes out here, you lose out your computer. That's how you find out your computer, weak signal and everything else. Anyways, that was Monday. And then Tuesday, I came out after all the rain and everything. It was about midnight it stopped, 1 o'clock in the morning. The wind calmed down and everything. Came out, and as I looked around the BLM land, there were very few lights. A lot of people had been suffering damaged. Tents got knocked over. Everything else. It tested. Tent survived, but I don't know if it could do. The season ain't over yet. I don't know if this tent will survive or not. It's not designed to do this. But as you can see, it's, you know, good enough. But that was Monday. And Tuesday was cleaning up, getting your stuff back, drying stuff out, getting the mud out of the tent and everything else. You know, getting it together. And by Wednesday, it was calming down, supposedly calming down. And I was probably getting antsy by then. And you know, there's things I want to do. I want to put a flat floor in that, get that flat floor in that van. I'm tired of those little ridges. By the way, those little ridges that are on the floor of the van and the roof of your car, they're there to stop it from going ba 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 ba. They're called profile lines. It stops that large piece of sheet metal from pop 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 as you go down the road. But that's knowledge of the past. So I Wednesday about noon, 1 o'clock, I went to Yuma, which I knew was too late to go to Yuma, pick up a few things, and come on back. I was stretching it, but I went anyways because I was getting antsy, you know. Anyways, went down there and went to Walmart, Home Depot. I bought some wood. It's, you know, 4x8 plywood. One side is sanded. $33 a sheet. It's 9/32 thick, over ½ inch. So, you know, they cut down lumber to the 30 seconds nowadays. It's disgusting. You know, we live in a world where 2x4 is called a 2x4, but it isn't a 2x4. So anyways, it cost me $99. And it's sitting out back there under a tarp. A job that I'll mention later. Well, let me see. Yeah, I wrote down some notes here. And while I was in Yuma, I got hungry. And where do I eat? Arby's, Burger King, or Wendy's, because after 2 months of not having any of that, I wasn't hard up for it. I wasn't craving it, but I thought it'd be, I had to get something quick and hit the road. And my video camera's working, so I want to include some of these shots of where I'm going in some of these videos. I'll figure out how to do that. I know how to do that. Just I got to get off my dead ass and start doing it. Anyways, I come back. I know it's gonna be dark. I know I'm gonna have a rough time finding my camp spot because there's no lights out here, and the desert all looks the same at night. But about 30 miles out, I turn down the radio because I'm hearing tapping that's not keeping along with the beat. Pop, 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 pop. It's a tapping sound. Ah, shit. I kind of know what it is. It's my serpentine belt falling apart. Because I noticed, embarrassingly so, some time ago, that the idler pulley in that van, it's getting old. It's not really noisy, but it's bothersome. The arm goes like this, so that means there's a catching spot in that pulley somewhere. So I got to fix that. Okay. But now, even though it's in the back of my mind, it's now that idler pulley has moved its way up the list. So anyways, I make it back. Look, I'm happy I made it back. I made it back, and when I saw the GPS, I saw the mark on my favorite, spot, a favorite spot on my GPS, but that's where my campsite is. Also on my phone, on Google Maps. That's all you got to go by, and it's there within 50 yards or something. But I searched around in the desert. Oh, it must have been 20 minutes. Finding a driveway, going to the end of it, going around a campsite, realizing that's not my turn off, and going down the road a little bit. Anyways, I found it. And as soon as I come around, pull in, I have to, because I didn't hit it perfectly. I had to make a sharp right turn into the spot here. And boom, I didn't make a sound, but the steering got tough. I knew what happened. My serpentine belt broke. Luckily, I was in this spot. And that's a heck of a spot to break down. I'm at camp. I'm happy. I'm counting my lucky stars. But now I'm stuck. I've got to get a serpentine belt. Without a serpentine belt, you ain't going anywhere. Okay, you'll destroy your engine within the first 50 feet. 30 seconds you'll destroy your engine. So anyways, the next day I wake up, I call up the local auto parts, which is a CarQuest place here in Quartzsite, and he's got 2 belts. My van takes a 92-inch belt. That's not according to the manual specifications or whatever you want to call it, because I deleted that smog pump. So I took a seamstress tape, went around the pulleys, followed the pulleys, come up with 92 inches. And it's a fine fit, fine. Call the guy up. He's got a 91.9 and a 92.3. So, great. I got to figure out how to get him out to the desert. So I walk about a football field, or more. It's a football field and a half, 150 yards for sure, to my neighbor's place. I see him outside. I approach him. Oh, please, sir, please, sir, please, sir. Please, sir, on my knees, begging for assistance. I tell him my dilemma. He understands. The gentleman's from Montana, real nice guy. He's going into town anyway, so it so happens. So I say, great. Would you pick me up these belts? He says, man, not a problem. So people are happy to do things for other people when they're in a bind. It's those people that you see at the gas station. Sir, you got a few bucks. Quartzsites. There's a lot of meth heads in Quartzsite, and now that the tourists are gone, you're starting to see the bums kind of hang out. And I'll show you some videos when I learned to take my dash camera and include them into these, which I will do, because it's cool stuff. Anyways, call the guy up, can't get at the auto parts store, can't get a hold of him. Finally, I think he's out to lunch or something. It's just, this is the way it is here. They close at 4 in the afternoon. One employee probably. And he's probably out to lunch or something, so I wait till a little bit after 1. Call the guy up, he answers. My neighbor is walking in the door at the same time. I buy the belts. He hustles them back. Or as he says, he hoofed them back over to my site. very cool of, excuse me, very cool of them. And I offered to, buy him a beer or a beer, a 12-pack, a bottle, $20. No, just, this is the way it is, because someday he may be in a dilemma. So, I got that going on Thursday. Let me see. Okay, so I got things going. Had to go into town, had to get water and food and maybe something else, and I picked up, let me tell you about the firewood. There were 2 firewood sellers in town. Woodstock and a place called Desperado. Woodstock had fast burning wood that went, it burnt well, but it popped, pop, 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 pop. You got, that's great. The other place, the Woodstock, the place that had the popping wood, they closed. They're done for the season. The other place, called Desperados, they used to have a deal where you get 4 bundles for $20. Yeah, that's right. 4 bundle or 1 bundle for $6. There you go. 4 for 20. And I like their wood a little bit better. It tends to not pop, even though I don't think it burns as well. That other stuff burn up like popsicle sticks, just burnt right up. This stuff, look, the wood they use don't leave coals or anything else. I tried cooking on it. The coals don't last. It's pine. So that's it. I asked, anyways, I go there, I pick up wood. I figure it's the last before they close as well. And I got talking to the girl, and she says, yeah, they'll be closing soon too. Mainly because people ain't buying wood. It's getting too windy. No shit. Because the wind it's blowing out now. I hope that it hasn't been disturbing too much, and that's why I'm in a tent. Because if I go outside, which we're going to do in a little bit here, it's windy. It's a constant thing. It's going to start getting warmer and everything, I got plenty of wood. I don't need a wood. So anyways, I've exhausted my list of things I got to do. So I think Friday was it. I don't know. Anyways, I tried to pull off the idler pulley off my engine, and it's stubborn. It's stubborn. It's the steel bolt through the aluminum casting. ATV happens all the time. Through the aluminum casting causes corrosion. It's something they shouldn't have done, but they did it anyways. And I got to fight with that. That's one of my projects today. The other one is to start the plywood floor. Now, let me show you some stuff. I'm going to take you outside. It's going to be a little bit windy. I'll talk, but I don't know if you'll understand it. Okay? And the knees healing too, the legs from that burn. It's all got to get tan now. So let me carefully take this camera off my phone without dropping it. Worked out good. All right. Serpentine belt. Okay. Chunk of wood I got to pull the vise down to, because that serpentine belt's going to take some manhandling. That idler pulley is going to take some manhandling. But that's not what we want to show you. See, there's the plywood over there under the tarp. Something I want to do today, because over here I got a bed. It came in. Finally, I ain't gonna say finally. Actually, got it from Walmart, and it arrived here faster than Amazon could have done it. So there you go. Yeah, gonna start get motivated enough to start putting a flat floor in this, and hopefully I can get that bed in there tonight. Because you know, after 5 hours, I can't lay in that bed anymore. I would like to get more sleep sometimes, but I just can't. So, anyways, signing off here from my campsite here in Quartzsite, PLL land, La Bruce is south. And we is all good. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to try to get some videos. Some of this stuff my dash cam picks up. And post some of that stuff. Hey, look at this before I leave here. Yeah, pretty rock. I'm sorry. You know, look at this. If you think about it, the stories this rock could tell. Of course, rocks can't tell stories. But imagine the things it's seen. Well, rocks can't really see anything either. I mean, look at these. Who knows? What 10,000 years? That thick one, maybe 50,000 years? And the story it can tell. Well, rocks can't really tell stories either. So, I think this is classified as a leverite. So I'll leave her right there and sign off until next time. Bye.